My daughter has not only been a miracle and a blessing, but now she is not only my best friend, she's somebody that I look up to. And I don't even think that she knows it. I am beyond proud of who my daughter is turning into. She is an incredible human being with a heart of gold who stands up for what she believes in. And she takes all of her missed opportunities through her childhood and is out there changing the world, using her voice to bring changes to our community. And statistically, she shouldn't be as amazing as she is, right? But she is. She's a super cool kid.
I'd say my mom is definitely my best friend. Nowadays, she's my biggest supporter. She's my backbone. She's the person that I lean on. And to be that person that tells me, like, you got this. And if I didn't have my mom at all of those events and in the back of my mind telling me that you got this, I wouldn't be able to do half the things that I do today.
Dude, and Winco got me on purpose though. They put these right at the front, like literally as soon as you walk in the door, fresh bagels. I was like, I see you.
How cute. So excited. How cute. I'm so excited.
Yeah, that's pretty good. We did that. So part of my story is I was actually born a crack baby to my mom, who was an addicted prostitute, and my dad, who was her pimp and also a drug dealer. I grew up in a household full of domestic violence and drug use, and that was my norm. At the age of 14, my parents moved out and I was left to fend for myself. And without parental skills and having any kind of guidance in my life, I went to the only thing I knew, which was drugs. By the time I was 18, I was living in Las Vegas and I was strung out on drugs and I was homeless. By the time I was 21, I was pregnant with my daughter. And so I went from one abusive relationship to another, all with drugs, thinking that this was love, because that's what I knew to be love. At 3 years old, DHS came in and intervened, and my daughter was removed from my care. So for 8 days, I had no idea where she was or who she was with, or when or if I was ever gonna see her again.
I remember going somewhere with my mom. We were going somewhere to do something, and then all of a sudden there was just some lady like, "Hi, we're gonna take you somewhere." All I knew was my mom was crying and was also confused.
All I could think in my head is my daughter's somewhere where she doesn't know, where they don't know her. What's happening? And what does that mean for me? When do I get her back? It was actually 2 days later that I got to see her for the first time, and she walked in and the smile on her face just lit up, and it lit me up. And that's when I knew that wherever she was okay. That smile meant the world to me.
Walking into the house after being like dropped by my lady that drove me there, the first face I saw was my resource parent, and she was like, "Hi, nice to meet you. Like, I'm your Aunt Jackie. You're about to meet like a bunch of kids." To this day, I remember just like a full room of kids, but it wasn't that full. I remember going back to my mom after about four-ish months-ish. I remember being like sad that I couldn't see them anymore, because I thought that once I went home and went back to my mom that was done. Like, I wasn't allowed to talk to them, I wasn't allowed to see them.
When it came time for my case to close and I had about a year clean, I was kind of scared. I was really scared of what that would look like once all my support would drop off, right? Because case closes, probation officer's gone, you're done with treatment court. Who's left to support you? That's where her resource parent stood up and said, "I will always be here to support you." And not only did she say it, but she meant it. That's when I knew that was a relationship that I needed to continue to foster and to grow for my daughter. And so allowing her into our lives was the best thing that I ever did, because she stepped up in a time when I needed someone to raise my daughter, right? She was able to be that person that I couldn't be at that time. When she said, "I will support you," she meant it. And she truly meant it, and I know that because she has always been there. I'm just really grateful for the relationship that I was able to build with her.
My letter that I got from Linfield University, I got it December 13th of last year. They are proud that I took all the time in high school to work on having good grades, good GPA, and since I did all of those in high school, they're offering me a $27,000 scholarship every year to attend.
If you're thinking about fostering children, absolutely do it. I don't think that many people understand the impact that it makes, not only on the children, but the parents. Knowing that there is somewhere safe, somebody that wants their children to be safe, somebody that wants to and is willing and able to take care of their child. That's huge. And so to be that person for somebody else, what an amazing gift that is.